All right, we're live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Welcome to $1 Million Coach Monday. My name is Ryan, of course. Welcome to this live broadcast where I'm going to be revealing all the steps that you need to take in order to take your coaching business to its next $1 million. No matter whether you have not taken on your first client at all, I want to make sure that you just take that next step. And whether you are in a place where you are making 10 grand a month, 15 grand a month, whatever, we want to help you fast track your path to $1 million markdom. All right, so say what's up, say hello, happy Monday. Our whole job is to go live every single Monday and make sure that you have a clear path and clear plan to your $1 million coaching business. So I'm glad you are here. Say what's up, say good morning, let me know where you're popping in from. In today's strategy session, I want to gift you the ability to close any sale, any deal, any client. We've been using a specific sales close process since 2015. That's how amazing this process works. It just freaking works, okay? So I want to gift you that today. I'm going to be going over that process, and I'm going to share with you how you can use this process to close your next sale today, all right, today. And if you're really bad, then you'll close a sale this week, all right? So say what's up. Who's live with me? Let me know if you are live. Let me make sure I get my little message in here. All right, we're good to go. All right, so just so you guys know, again, we're here live every single Monday for you. All right, this group is full of amazing people. It's full of amazing resources. So I want to make sure that you have access to all the resources. Make sure that you go get a sandwich. It's okay. So I want to make sure that everyone has access to all the resources that they need, because we are here to make sure that you have everything you need. There's free training in here. There's resources, guides, templates. Goodness, like everything is here for you. So I want to make sure that you have access to everything that you need, right? The other thing I want to make sure that you have access to is knowing what to do today. So here are the two things I'm going to cover today, all right? One, let me share my screen with you. One, I'm going to share with you the sales process that we use. I'm trying to draw with my pins upside down, okay? I'm going to share with you our sales process that we've used to close over $3 million in coaching revenue, okay, since 2015. Okay, this is a tried and true process. So if you want to learn this process, just say I'm ready. Okay, this is something that anybody can do. Okay, it is a process. It's not a script that makes you feel weird or awkward. If you've ever purchased anything from us, then I guarantee that you've gone through the same process, okay? And if you want to make your sales process easier, and you want to make it really comfortable for yourself and your leads and your potential clients, then you want to follow this, okay? The other thing I'm going to cover today is I'm going to make sure that you know everything that you need to be doing daily in order to get yourself to $3,000 to $10,000 a month, okay? This is something that usually those that want to be full-time coaches and go into the full-time coaching space, this is what's going to help you. All right, Misha, what's up? Misha, we need to get with you. You were supposed to be on the calendar this week, so we will get with you ASAP. That way we can get you on the coaching calendar. So shout out to all the 7-figure impact clients on here, coming on here, getting some free coaching and some free direction. This is what we want today, okay? So let me ask you this: how many coaching clients did you take on in 2022? I want to know. I'm going to let you guys know how many coaching clients we took on in 2022. Okay, we took on 87 new clients. Okay, now I'm gonna add some of this. Okay, we also started a school. Okay, these are coaching clients. Okay, and we have an agency. We took on about 15 agency clients. Okay, we got 12 students, and I still take on consulting clients for my own income. Okay, so I take on consulting clients for projects. I'll take on projects here and there, and we take on that. So I want you to understand, like with our coaching business, okay, that's a little different. We took on 87 people last year. Our goal for 2023 for our coaching business, okay, just for our coaching business, is 100 clients. Okay, so you can get an idea of like how. And what I want you to understand here is there's a process that people have to go through in order to become a client. Okay, if you're excited and you're listening to me, you're excited about this, I just want you to say the word process. Okay, just type it out in the comment section. There's a process. Okay, I always say this. Okay, anytime you have a record month in your coaching business, okay. If January is a record month for us, like let's just say we take on 30 clients in January, and that's the most clients we've ever taken on at any given time, and we have a record month. Like let's just say we do $300,000 in revenue for January. It's not because of the leads that we got in January. It's likely 80% of a record month comes from the people that came into your world 3 to 12 months ago. Okay? If that makes sense to you, just type the word feels in. Okay? I want you to understand that when you are making daily sales or you're having record months for your coaching business, it's likely not the people that you're connecting with like today. Okay? You have to understand and let me know again if you're watching live, just say the word feel, okay, or feels. It lets me know that you hear me. It lets me know that I'm not talking to myself. It lets me know that you actually understand. Because at the end of the day, if you are not communicating back to the person that's going to help you win, then if you're not going to communicate with yourself in a way that's going to help you win. You feel me? I'm just over here preaching to myself. Okay. So again, feel. So understand that the sales that you make today are likely to be the 20%. So we have to be focused on the 80% of the seeds that we're planting. Okay? So here's what we want to cover today. All right? I want to make sure that you understand a process that is going to help you create daily sales, and you also understand a process that you need to do every single day in order to make sure that you're setting yourself up for daily sales in the future. All right. So here's the deal. What we're going to do is we're going to cover this process first. Okay. We've been using this since 2015. Okay. And the process is called POP. Okay. And I want you to embrace this process today. Okay. If you use the POP process today, you can bring on a client today. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. Okay. So understand this. I'm probably going to bring back my little drawing. There we go. I'm going to bring him back. Can everybody see my screen and hear me well? Just let me give a quick sound check and voice check. Everybody good? Just give me a good in the comments if we're good. Good. Let me know, y'all. All right. So here's the deal. When I connect with a new person today, okay, we're going to call this person Jane. And I'm going to connect with Jane today. All I want to do is I want to figure out where her paradise is. Okay, I want to figure out what her paradise is. So step number one today for you is to figure out what someone wants to get to. What is their goal? What is their dream? What is their very specific outcome that they want? Like, all you have to do is ask people this stuff, okay? And here's the thing. Here's a little caveat. If you go back over to your Facebook profile, okay? So let's just say you are on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, and you don't know what your message is. If you're like, oh man, I don't feel like people are resonating with my message. I don't feel like people really understand what I do. Well, ask yourself this. Is what someone is asking for, their goal, their dream, their outcome, is that the same thing that you promise on social media? Okay, so let me go through this. I'm gonna open up my TikTok account. So let me ask you this, okay? And you just give me a straight up honest answer. I just want you to give me the most honest answer that you could get. And that's just a straight up yes or no. Okay? I want you to ask yourself a question. Are you here? Are you listening to me? I help coaches and creators turn views and followers into high ticket clients. Let me ask you this. Do you want to turn your views and followers into high ticket clients? Just a simple yes or no. Anybody that watches a video, anybody that reads a post, anybody that engages on anything that you do on social media, do you want to turn that person into a high ticket client? Shane says, hell yeah. So nobody else does. Shane's the only person that wants to do that. Cool. Shane's going to do that because Shane's already a 7-figure impact member. So we're already working with Shane. Shane's geared up. Shane's ready to go. Shane, we have a great plan in place. Our goal over the next few weeks is to help Shane cash collect 15K. So everyone root for Shane. Okay. Everyone pop in the number 15,000. Okay. I want you to type in 15K just for Shane. All right. I want Shane to be able to see that over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we already have the date set. That's the amount that he's going to have to pay. This is him embracing it. I want you to root him on. Now, why the hell do I want you to root Shane on? Why don't I want you to root yourself on? Because when you root for other people to win, what do you think comes back to you threefold, tenfold? I'm just saying, all right? So ask yourself every single day, is the person I just spoke to, do I know their goal? Do I know their dream? Do I know their outcome? And does it match up with the promise that I'm putting out into social media marketplace? Okay. The other thing that I need to know is I need to know, what are you doing? What are you doing to get to this paradise? Okay, this is a very important thing. I need to know that if you're trying to get somewhere, I need to know what you're doing to get there. Okay, so if you're trying to turn your viewers and your followers into clients, but it's not working, I need to know what you're doing to try to do that. What kind of videos are you making? What kind of call to actions are you doing? What kind of calls are you having? I need to know that stuff. That way, when I make my call to action to you, it's hard to hear me, I'm muffled, let me try to change my mind. I appreciate you letting me know. Let's change. One sec. Is it muffled for everybody else too, or is it just one person that's feeling muffled? Give some feedback. That way I'm not over here muffling on everybody. There we go. That's why. Let me know if that's better. Can everybody hear me better now? Is that better? See, That's where communication comes in. That's where feedback comes in. Communication's key, everybody. Communication will win. Getting feedback will win. This is a lesson in business, y'all. Hey, this is one of the most important lessons, getting feedback. I had a lady hit up the other day. Our goal for her was to help her make $50,000 a month over the next 60 days. Our goal was to get to 50K in 60 days and get really close to that being recurring. Okay. And one of the first things that I told her that she needed to do was go to her audience and get some feedback. One of the best things that you can do, if you haven't done this in a while, I told Shane this. This is actually one of Shane's steps this week. This is Shane right here. Okay. So everybody knows this is Shane. I told Shane to do some market research. Do a market research post. Congo, can you chill out for a second? Do a market research post. Figure out what your audience wants. So all of a sudden, if you know what you want, Shane knows his wants and skills out of his business. And then the same wants and desires, we know that these match up. Okay? So guys, it's really just about creating a symbiotic relationship. A lot of us, we just think that sales is this thing that is just going to happen and just magically occur. But understand that this is a relationship. Pop is a relationship. Everyone say the word relationship for me, okay? Guys, when you understand that, yes, this is a very simple process to follow. The first P is paradise. But if you find out what someone's paradise is, don't you feel like that's going to help establish a real relationship? I know what Shane wants. I know where he is in his practice. I know what he wants to do in his life. I know that he's got girls that he wants to spend more time with. I know he's got a dream business that he wants to achieve. I know that he's got a desire to work even closer with his wife in new ways. So when you know what someone is fighting for, when you know their paradise, don't you think that's going to help increase the relationship? Yes, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I suck at this stuff. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Butt cheek smoke is what we like to call it. Butt cheek smoke. Okay. So if I find out what someone's goal is, dream is, outcome is, and that can happen in a conversation today. Okay. So when we talk about what activity should you be doing today, how about you go talk to 5 people and figure out what their goal, dream, and outcome is? I mean, that could make you millions. This is the $1 Million Coach Show, right? Get the information you need. All right, number two. Obstacle. Okay? What's in their way right now? Congo, you got to stop. Okay? What's in their way right now? What obstacles are in their way? So I think about my audience. They don't understand how to create irresistible offers. Okay? So they don't know how to create offers. They don't know how to create content that sells, right? They don't know how to do the tech part, right? They don't know how to do all that stuff. They don't know how to write hooks and copy. They don't know how to do the funnel and the automation. They don't know how to do that stuff. So we know the obstacles. So if we create something and say, hey, I understand what your obstacles are. I've been there before myself. All of a sudden, do you think it increases the relationship when someone feels like you have gone through the same obstacles, or you understand the obstacles just as well as they do? but you know what's on the other side of that obstacle, right? Do you think that helps in a relationship? Like, you don't have to use like these scripts and all these crazy things, but this is how you create an intentional relationship with people so they will invest in you. They will invest in your coaching business. They will invest in your program. They'll invest in themselves enough to actually show up and take the action that they need. Let me know if this makes sense. I'm just here, seeing if this stuff works. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Anyway, we got paradise. We got obstacle. And when you have these two things, okay, when you've got someone's paradise, number one, you've got everything that that is standing in their way, number two. Number three becomes really, really simple. Because if you are a helper, okay, everyone comment the word serve for me. Okay, that's all I want you to do. I had a little OCD there if you can't tell. All right, I just want you to comment the word serve. Okay, that's all I want you to do. And if you feel like you can't comment this word, I truly question your ability to go out and serve for your audience. As I take a sip, you can comment. All right, we got one person that's willing to serve. So, guys, if you go out and serve, and your goal is to serve, then you should create a plan for someone, and that's all we do. Because once you know someone's paradise and you know the end goal, you know what hurdles they're going through, it will allow you to, your head will, as a servant leader, your brain will automatically come up with a plan. You'll come up with the steps for success. And if your brain does not come up with those steps for success for that person, they're likely not a good client. There are times where people come to me, they have a problem. I know what their paradise is. I know what obstacles they're going through, but in my head, I can't see a clear path to getting them to this paradise and getting them around these obstacles. Therefore, I cannot create a plan that I know how to do. So that what I do then is I send that person to someone else. I say, hey, go get help from someone else. I know someone else that does that really great. You go do it. The only time I offer a true plan is when I know that I can get you here and I know that I can help you avoid these obstacles. So I come up with a great plan and then I give you a decision to make. Okay? Do you want my help or do you want to do it alone? Okay? And that's what the POP process is. It's a matter of letting people know. Congo, stop it. My goodness, this dog is just licking himself, trying to like concentrate on teaching you guys this stuff. And Congo's over here just, my goodness. Anyway, here we go. I digress. Okay. So does everyone understand the POP process? Okay. If you go through your social media, okay, let me tell you this, okay? You can use the POP process in your social media posts, okay? So every single week you can think, all right, how am I writing my post out? Okay? Am I writing my post that people know that there is a paradise and that I understand the paradise that they want to go to? Do I write a post that can allow me to see that I understand the obstacles that you're going through? Can I write a post that says like, hey, I just put together an amazing plan that helps people do X, Y, Z. And then you mix in the things with your family. You mix in the things that are funny. You mix in your personality. You mix in all the other things in between it. And all of a sudden, with your social media post, you're creating a POP social environment. Can you see how if you were to create the same feel in messages, Same thing, paradise, obstacle, plan. Hey, what's your paradise? Hey, what are you going through? Hey, you want to hop on a call and we can go over a quick, I have an easy plan that we can go through this. I'm not going to go through all the logistics and the scripts, but I want you to understand that like every time you approach someone or you approach any type of marketing that's going to make your calls easier or your life easier, can you see how you're going to put yourself in a place to make daily sales if you're connecting with people on social? Your posts revolve around this pop process. If every message conversation is kind of following this process, if every call that you hop on follows this process, can you see how if one person saw your post like this, they have a conversation like this, and they have calls like this, can't you see how now it's going to make it a lot easier to actually like move that person along the path of becoming your client? Okay. Again, sales is a relationship. And that's why I opened this up with, the majority of your sales, if you were to have a record month, it's going to come from the 80% of people that you've been building this relationship with. And a lot of times, guys, your posts are building more of a relationship than you know. That way, when you get into the DM, it's smooth sailing. That way, you actually hop on a call with someone, it's smooth sailing. That way, when they actually show up to a presentation with you, it's smooth sailing. Let me know, comment the word feels if that makes sense. Sometimes I just feel like maybe I'm just hitting it so hard and y'all are listening so intently and so closely that you just can't even comment. It's just that good. It's that good. I feel you. I know. Trust me. I feel the same way sometimes when I go back and hear myself. I'm just saying. All right. So how do you get in front of these people? What's going to put you in the best position every single day to get in front of these people? Okay. What do I want to do every single day? Okay. This is what we tell our team. This is what we do. This was my focus when I had 0 clients. Okay. And this is our focus now when we're looking to scale to 20 clients and 30 clients a month. The focus never changes. Okay. 1, every single day, I want to ask myself, did my audience grow? Okay. Did my audience grow? So ask yourself that. Did your audience grow? You can grow your audience by adding people to your Facebook group. You can grow your audience by shooting out friend requests. You can grow your audience by running ads. You can grow your audience, but it doesn't matter. The how does not matter. If you've ever wondered, what should I be doing every single day? Do activities that fall in this line. Ask yourself, did my audience grow today? Okay. The only way to know if your audience grew today is to check where your audience is now. And so if we're looking at, let's just go to Facebook. Okay. I'm going to go over to my Facebook account. Okay. And again, it's all about track. Like you won't ever grow a business that you never track the number. So if I'm trying to grow my business on Facebook, okay, and I know that I have 7.2 thousand followers, if I go back and check next week and I still have 7.2 thousand followers on Facebook, did my audience grow? Yes or no? Give me answers. I'm not talking to myself. Okay. So did my audience grow? No, it didn't, right? So I know that my audience didn't grow. Okay. The other thing is, did my leads grow? There's a difference, guys, between an audience and a list. So you have to ask yourself, did my audience grow? No. Sometimes your audience may not grow, but your list may grow. So if I go over to our CRM and I click on contacts, and I can see that our contacts, there's 7,215 people. And I go back the next week and there's 7,500 people, then I can see that my leads grew. Okay. So I can track that. So I can see that like the people are growing. Okay. The next thing that I want to do, and again, there's different activities that involve audience growth. All that stuff is in the detail. I'm not going to go, I don't have time to go over that right now. But that's the least of your worries. What we need is to establish that I'm going to focus on my audience growth, and then I'll figure out the how later. I'm going to figure out that, you know what, I need to focus on my list growth. Like if you focus on this foundational stuff, the how will come. You feel me? So now we would call this marketing. Okay. Then I'm going to move into, well, am I having conversation every day? Am I booking calls every day? Right? Am I doing things that are going to create sales for me every single day? Are people watching, a presentation? Something that can create sales. So if I go back and I track, like, man, I talk to like one person a day, and that's not making me any sales. But for the 1 month that I talked to 20 people a day, and then at the end of that, I made, 4 sales or 5 sales. Again, track that activity. How many conversations are you having? If you want clients, content, okay? Content leads to conversation, leads to calls. That's easy as that, okay? It's the 4 C's. The right content will lead to the right conversation. The right conversation will always lead to calls, and calls leads to clients. It's the easiest path, my friends. Okay. And then am I tracking how many client wins are happening? Am I doing client calls, client wins? And we usually call this operations. Okay. So if you want to know what to do every day, I'm out of the camera, my bad. If you want to know what to do every day, then make sure that you just establish that these are the important things for you to show up every day, because the how is different for everybody. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? If I know that like I want to grow my audience in my Facebook group, then what I'm going to do every day? I'm going to do the things that grow a Facebook group. I may go into other Facebook groups, for an hour a day and do the activity and like learn how to do that. And then I'm going to do that every day. Maybe I'm going to send out friend requests every day. Maybe I hire a setter to go into other groups, and that setter could be overseas, and like I just pay that person to like go in other groups and get people into my group and make sure they're the right people. Like the how can go all day long, but if you don't establish the foundation, the how won't ever really show up, and it won't make any sense. And then it's like, all right, well, how am I going to turn this audience into new leads? Am I going to give them a guide? Am I going to get them to book a call? Am I going to, what can I give them that they give me their name, phone number, email address so they stay on my list? And then how do I connect with that person? How do I create a conversation with them? How do I create calls with them? And am I using the POP process every single day in my posts, in my DMs, and on my calls to make my life easier and to make their decision easier? Oh, that's even better. How every day I just want to put something out so you can make a decision. This is part of it. This is part of our audience growth. This is part of the relationship that we're building with you so you can make a decision. Like this, that's the beauty of it. So that's all I got. Hopefully you got some value today. If you did get value today, let me know just by commenting the word value. Also, if there was a major takeaway that you had today, let us know in the comment section. That way we can see what your major takeaway was. And if you would like a strategic game plan on helping you lay out your plan to your next $1 million as a coach, then let us know by commenting the word impact. That way we can get with you ASAP, and we'll hop on a quick call with you. Okay. And our calls are super laid back. Okay. All we want to do is make sure that you have a clear plan laid out. Okay. And if we can help you, great. If we can't, great. If you feel like you can do it on your own, great. We want you to go win. That's all that we're focused on and all that we want for you. All right. So comment the word impact if you want to connect with one of our team members to help you lay out your plan for your next $1 million as a coach. And to make sure that you catch everything, you pin the Facebook group. That way you don't miss anything of the content and the value that we try to provide you to make sure that you know everything that you need to do. Go out and win for yourself, win for your family, win for your business, and we will catch you throughout the week. All right. I love you. I appreciate you. Could have been anywhere else in the world, but you were here with me today. So I appreciate you and I love you. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.